chance to catch him. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 14-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. And the back gets the football. Powering through. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Young. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the defense brings him down. Second down and goal upcoming. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Number 60 scores for the defense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
21, Alabama, 7.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And he's got it. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. He moves the ball out to the 15. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Cooper. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, that a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball is coming to allow him to knock it away.
Gain of 12. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. It's a shotgun run call. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that
To
play.
throw, it's Cooper. Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the defense look slow that time. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
28, Alabama, 14.
Bringing it out, it's Adams. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson bulldozing his way past tacklers. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive gain.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here's a 1st and 10 play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hale. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hale. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield to spot it at the 38. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. 1st down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. No stopping. He takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. 21. This one will be fair caught. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Play action here on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him. He's sacked.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long at the 20. Dropping back, it's Cooper. Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Running it back, it's Adams. He's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off. It's a design run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Bama. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Barrett Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's caught. It's Williams. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To throw, it's Cooper. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
It's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. The short completion to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 38, Alabama 28.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by 10. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so we walk away with nothing.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 36. Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Cooper. Finds his target, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And here's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Catch is made down the middle. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
A lot of times college quarterbacks are more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's got it for a big gain. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tied. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And there's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Trying to extend the play. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game. Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it. The ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game. But it does set up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Physical one breaking tackles. Touchdown, Alabama, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown.